Hello everyone, so I have set up OBS Studio here so I can give you guys a quick video. This is the latest video I think I've ever made, by the way. I'm gonna keep my setup over here on the bottom left just because I'm working on some settings with my recordings and stuff, so I'm gonna leave it right there just to make sure everything goes peachy. So that might get, well, you know what, I'll just get rid of it, I don't care. Alright, let's make this a little bit bigger. Okay, so let's look at one thing. This is the interactive IDLE tutorial. Okay, I've gotten a couple emails. I have not gotten as many emails as I would like to about this, which means that a lot of you have not started it. Now, let me say that a couple of you have said, I've had a couple of people give me this excuse of like, the due dates are set up for 2017, so do we really have to do them? Of course you do. Come on, like that. That's a tough one. So for some reason, I don't know why they went back to 2017. They are fixed now, but they were on the Magic Calendar as well as in my intro videos about the assignments. So please make sure you do get those assignments in. I will humor and extend the due date a week so that you know just in case you were fooled by the due date. I understand, but come on. All right, so, but the interactive IDLE is something that you're going to run into. Some of you are going to run into issues, some of you will not, but I'm going to show you what you're going to do when you do run into those issues, okay? So, you're going to run through the steps to set up the interactive IDLE, and then either you're not going to be able to find the path name, or when you double click it, it's not going to work. And so let me show you what is probably happening. If you downloaded Python outside of the course material, then you're going to have issues setting up the IDLE. It can still be done, but it's a little complicated. So I would say that the easiest way to do it is to go back to instructional cycle 1 right here. Go back to 1.04, which is the download course resources. The second link here says download resources, and I do not have 3.2 on this computer, so I'm going to do this right now with you, okay? So let's pretend like I do not have my Python up. So I'm going to go to click here. I'm going to click this link here, and then I'm going to download Python from here. Remember, not externally, from here, Python 3.2, okay? Because what this is, this link is actually setting up the default location that you need in order to follow the tutorials, okay? So one of the students I did an LC with today really helped me kind of see this. I didn't even know this was happening to some students, but now I know. So once this downloads, which is like I have a security check on my computer, so it's going to download. It's completely downloaded, and there it goes. It checks it. All right, so let's run this now. So you're going to run this .msi file, and you're going to install Python, and I'll show you what to make sure the default file location is. So we can get rid of this. Hopefully it's going to run. If not, you can go into your, remember, it will be inside your downloads folder. So let's go. You can tell I've been working on some video stuff. Let's go to my downloads. Oh, there it is. Okay, but it would be inside your downloads folder if you can't see it. Install for all users. Next. Okay, here is the file. You need to leave this alone, okay? If you want your IDLE to work properly, leave this alone. Here is the, in your default location of your C drive, Python 32, that's perfect, and hit next, okay? So when you install a different version of Python from a different link, and particularly Python's website, it's not going to give you that as the default location. And so that's what, it's just so much easier to do it this way than to go and try to fix the IDLE with 3.7 or 3.5 or whatever. Trust me, I did it today and it's a pain. So I'd much rather you just download 3.2 if you don't have that already. If you do have it and it's still not working, try uninstalling it and reinstalling 3.2 from the from the what do you call it? From the actual OHS, okay? So let me show you the next part. And I'm going to go from the beginning too. The Python resources, which all of you should have downloaded. If you don't have these resources downloaded, you got to get them downloaded, okay? You have to have them for everything. So let's bring those over on my desktop. Okay, we're going to right click and extract these, or you can use 7-zip or extract, whatever. I'm going to extract those into their own folder. So here we go. Here's my computer science folder, okay, next to all this stuff that I'm working on. Inside here is all the resources for the course, okay? So we have that. Let's keep that up. And what the OHS is going to tell you to do is to go to section 5, Yep. And IDLE Interactive. And if you downloaded it properly, if you downloaded it the way that I showed you, when you double click this IDLE Interactive, it should open up something that looks just like the Python shell, right? Just like this. This is just, it's not the same though. I know it looks the same, but I promise you it's not. Okay, so what this is it allows you to work with different Python libraries than the standard one does. And it looks a little bit different, but it's pretty much the same thing, but allows you to go to File, and then New File, where is it? New Window, is that right? File, New Window. See, so that's even different. It's not File, New File, it's File, New Window, right? So this is an interactive Python file that will listen. You can use commands that will allow it to listen to the user's interactions. So this is a very, very powerful version of Python, of the Python shell, and it's a different version. So you need to make sure that when you're working through Unit 6, Unit 7, Unit 8, all the way to the end of the year now, you're going to be using this Python interactive IDLE. So that's what it's talking about. As long as you set things up exactly like I did, it will work. If you have any questions about that, let me know and we'll meet up. Like I said, I helped one student work through it today, and I know this video will help some of you. Okay, so remember, Unit 6 projects are due at the end of this week. I will extend it a week because the due dates were messed up. I get it. I'll take some responsibility there. But please make sure you are working through Unit 6 because Unit 7 and 8, it gets really tough. I mean, we start to manipulate big text files. So I really want to make sure that we're all kind of caught up before we hit that, all right? If you have any questions, get into an LC with me. Send me your requests for your one-on-one sessions now. Let's get them done. Let's get them scheduled for next week by tomorrow. Thank you guys so much for watching, and hopefully this helps. If you have any questions, just let me know.